Hmm. Welcome. I thought you were talking about a whale cam for a second. I was like, I don't have a whale cam. I don't have a whale. Um, mm, right? You mean he wasn't in India? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? I'm kind of I'm wondering if I should actually fill all of these or not. I guess I should just to be safe. Oh, I hate those days. I'm sorry to hear that. This is super frustrating. Maybe you'll be able to chill while you're here, though? Those are frustrating days. I know what you mean, though. You have those days where you just, it's like managing. Chilling. I'm glad, Taj. You go for it. I do not like telling people what to do, personally. I do it often enough, but I really actually don't like doing it. Everyone always needs hugs, Sky. Well, that's not true, but all of us, except for Dan. Definitely ask Dan first. He might bite. Oh, Dan, look, the computer loves you. Or Sky, or maybe the thought of hugs. Who doesn't? Who doesn't, Sky? How are you, dear? You holding up all right? And Sky, sorry, you were dear. I was talking to you, but I didn't use your name. Sometimes. Oh, did he? What did he make you? Cute. Does that does that mean he's been marked as territory? Was Neptune just marked as territory? Is that what I saw? Now, why did that one say cup and not Cuban peso? TTS is still on, isn't it? Mute TTS? I forgot. I think he's. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's not on. Okay, good. If you add the S, if you put two cups, then it doesn't turn it into Cuban pesos. It only turns it into Cuban pesos if there's multiples and there's no S, which is funny because it means you can never have more than, or you can never only have one Cuban peso. You have to have either fractional Cuban pesos or more than one Cuban peso because it's one cup if it's just one. But if it's two cup, then it's two Cuban pesos. If it's two cups, then it just says two cups. See, there you go. Yeah, crazy eyes, like Christian Slater, and Charlie Sheen, crazy eyes. You guys know what I'm talking about. Deep in someone's eyes, and you go, yeah, you're fully off your rocker, aren't you? Perf. It is in the slow cooker. He does. He does have crazy eyes. Vincent Price has crazy eyes. Charlie Sheen has crazy eyes. Um, Christian Slater has crazy eyes. I know there's more. There's plenty more, but those are a few. When you're one of those that identifies Crazy Eyes back in like the 90s, early 90s, and the next thing you know, somebody's talking about having tiger's blood, and you're like, ah, yes, I did. I did onion, garlic, cumin, cayenne, salt, pepper, a little bit of clove, and bone broth. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I like it with some spice in it. But you guys know me, I'm spicy. And then we waited. I started, no, I didn't, Dan. I don't ever know anything that's going on in popular media. God only knows. What did he do now? This is pie crusts. Oh no, really? That is unfortunate. Are they going to do anything about it? Oh, Corey's. Jesus. Will he be held liable? Or is it too late? I think there's a what is it called? Statute of limitations. Too late now, huh? Maybe somebody else will come forward. Usually somebody does something like that. It's not just once. So if they talk about it, then other people that are more recent may come forward. Really? It did. Um, okay, so the way this works, at least around here, I don't know if it's different in other places, but here, if um, if you find out that a child was sexually assaulted, then the parents can take that person to court and have them arrested and all of that, right? But if they don't, the child, once they turn 18, has 7 years, I believe is what it was last I knew, where they could take it. If they did not report the case within 7 years of turning 18, statutory, wait, um, if they don't turn it in within 18 years, then, or no, I'm sorry, within 7 years of their 18th birthday, then they won't hold them liable. Well, I hope somebody gets them. Um, I don't know, Sky. And the other thing is that, let's say, for instance, because what happened with me is that if the parents start a um, scrubs this, if if the parents try to mm, if the parents press charges but they don't follow through, but the charges were pressed, even if they weren't completely followed through with, like if they dropped the case halfway through or something like that, then when you turn 18, you cannot press charges yourself because it counts as double jeopardy. I feel like saying it's to protect predators is an oversimplification, though. I think that there probably was a concept of why it needed to be that way. Whether or not it's actually done properly and works is a completely different thing, but it's not why they did it. Um, it is a consequence. Yeah, it is. It is Sky, and sometimes people actually block them out too. Um, I I think, and this is just a personal opinion, I wish that they would hold something like that on the same level of severity as they do for something like taking someone's life. Because I think what you've actually done is really damage a human being's life. You could feasibly have emotionally crippled them for the rest of their life. You have, in a way, murdered them. Yeah. Not always, though, Dan. Unfortunately. Maybe they're better about it now. I don't know. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yep. Oh. Hey, Genedia. How's it going? I don't really understand what happened exactly on a legal basis with my case because, like I said, I tried when I was a young adult, my early 20s, to take the case forward, but they said that even though the case hadn't been completed, that the charges were dropped halfway through the process, and so therefore, yeah, yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, for some reason in my situation, they didn't follow through. I wish they had. I wish somebody had somewhere. But the way that they handled it made it so that I couldn't either when I actually had the ability. It's okay. I it is something that I've talked about before. A lot of people have experienced it, you know. Um, I want the thing that if you look at the statistics on how many people actually have this experience, right? It's mind blowing. And these are just the people coming forward. A lot of people hide it, right? I talk about my personal situation very, very openly because the shame is not yours. As the person who was victimized, the shame should not be yours. You shouldn't feel bad that someone did that to you. They should. And I think the fact that people get so awkward and make it hard to talk about for someone who's victimized is is very harmful. So I'm actually really big on trying to make it a point that we talk about it. That's my approach. Once again, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's awful, right? It's awful that it happened. It's awful that this is an experience that human beings have. Um, I don't want anybody to feel bad for me because in the end, that's just some shit I survived. And yeah, it didn't break me. It set me back, made things harder. But fuck them. I remember when I was 12 years old, I went by the place where the guy worked, and I saw his pickup truck out front, and I knew he was there. I hadn't seen him for about 2 years. And I remember thinking, I want to go in and just look him in the face and say, "You didn't break me." I'm glad, Dan. I'm glad they changed it. This is upsetting. This was about, I guess it's been probably 15 years or more since I tried, and that's when that situation was like that. Oh, they will. They will, Tosh. They will. They don't stop. If you're never held accountable, why would you stop? My little brother went to him and asked him one day, "Why did you hurt my sister?" And this grown man looked at this 5-year-old boy and said, "Because I wanted to." That's fucking sick, guys. It's sick. That is a sick mind. And that kind of mind is not going to stop. And thank you for the follow. Sorry, I was on a bit of a rant there. These kind of people, those kind of people, yeah. Although I will tell you, you do not want to be that guy in prison. I've known people who were in prison. Oh, there are consequences when you're actually in prison. I knew a guy. Uh, he said, no, exactly, softy. I know, soft. Yes, guy. They protect them. Well, it's they would probably have to. Apparently, if you end up in prison and you're one of those people who's hurt a child, someone who's elderly, or somebody who's disabled, you will need protection. Yeah, yeah, they will try to hurt you. Yeah. Yep. Mhm. I isn't it, Tosh? Last time I looked, wasn't it something like 7 or 8 out of 10 women had been either sexually abused or assaulted by the time they were 21 years old? I was thinking that was the stats I saw 10 years ago or something. That's why I said it's so common. It's so common. Yeah, I think they are. My info's old. Hmm. Yeah, because a lot of cases go unreported. And that's why I say, like, if they made the consequences more like what they do to someone who murders someone, you know, like, it needs to be taken seriously. Oh, Serbian, it's not that big. Watchdog. Yep. hmm Yep. I mean, Taj, it's ridiculous how you make friends, you talk to people, and if you're open about having this kind of experience yourself, how many people will be like, yeah, oh, it's not might be, it absolutely is fun. It's absolutely higher, I guarantee it. Um, It's an unfortunate thing. Mm. Oh yeah, yeah. I bet, Sky. Yeah. Yep. It's one of the fascinating things about Freud. Um, people love to make fun of Freud. Thing was, there was a point where Freud really was making an impact on the field of psychology. And what happened is that he actually started talking about the severity of the situation of these women being molested, and it caused a huge social backlash. And that was when he changed it and started talking about it being fantasy and brought in like things like the Oedipus, um, and what's the other one? Oedipus and the what is Electra complexes? Yeah, he was he was wrong about most things, but he was like a place to start, right? Like he was bringing up ideas that hadn't even been considered, and then he sold out. That was a betrayal to me of the people that he actually served, giving into that social pressure. I think that's actually where he was a real shit. Not not that he was wrong, but in the fact that he actually gave up on the truth due to social pressure. Because to come up with the ideas that he had in the time where the information was what it was is pretty impressive, even if he wasn't dead on. But his shit went real sideways after he started compromising. Guys, this is going to take so long. I don't know if I have the patience. You do? You do indeed. It's not going to necessarily make you friends, but maybe you can actually make a difference. And the friends you do make will be the ones you want. Softy, you are going to be out of school right now, aren't you? With everything that's going on. How's that going? Well, they're little cups. Uh-huh. Yep, absolutely. Are you? Are they switching your classes to online? Is that what they've decided to do? Oh, that's convenient. Yeah, gotcha. I don't know that I have to do all 48, but I have to do however much matter there is, right? Oh, it's very true. Oh, Izzy, you're gonna make me cry. Yeah. Oh, guys. I think you are, though. I think you are. My phone made noises, but I don't know where my phone actually is. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, I dropped it in the sink. That's a nightmare. Mmm, that's good. Yeah, I know. You're strong in the way of making your own thoughts. Yeah, it got the outside got a little bit wet, but it's fine. Wonder if I should start the rice. Hey, stoned in Canada. What's up? Can I call can I call you empanada? I want to call you an empanada. Oh God. Yeah. How's it going, man? Glad you can make it back. Hey, it's going well. How is yours? The way that my TTS says stoned in Canada, it says it says stoned in Canada. So um it gives me the giggles. So we got no likes cooking and stoned empanadas. It's going okay. The Walking Dead, you finishing it up? I got to a certain point where somebody died. That's all I wanted to see. I just needed to see somebody die. And then once that person died, I uh I was fine. I was done with the show. Yeah, that's yeah, Scrubs. I agree. Yes, my bloodlust was sated. I needed him to die. You know who I'm talking about, right? Fucker needed to die. And once he was dead, I was sated, and I could move on with life. I hated that guy. God, I hated him. He's a horrible human. I had strong feelings on the issue. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, exactly. He was a terrible human being. I can't say the character's name for anybody who actually watches The Walking Dead, but it was a character in The Walking Dead who needed to die. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had that moment. I watched Lost, right? Like from beginning to end, I watched all of Lost. And when my favorite character in that show died, I I got very close. Are you? No, there is one particular guy. He's a big character, and he needed to die from the beginning. Yeah. Gosh, it's true. It's true. No recipe needs a gallon of lemon. You've got lemonade, of course. I always use lemons on when I make chicken, personally. Um, you can use it as a cleaner, actually. It cleans things. That's you could save money there, actually. You can wash your veggies with it. Um, yeah. Uh, the the one who wanted someone else's life. Yes. Mhm. 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 It's true. You could. You could squeeze them into the eyes of those who annoy you. What you do is you put it in water. You do a solution of lemon juice and water, and then you wash things with that. It's really, really good for cleaning other veggies, though. Like you make a water and lemon juice spray, and then whenever you get fresh vegetables, you clean them with that. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, a lot of people use like vinegar, right, as a natural cleaner, but lemon juice works really, really well. It's just that most people don't have enough lemon juice, so you do. Oh, yes. That's such a oh, Izzy. That's rough. Yeah, I hate Shane. I understand, Izzy. My favorite characters were the redneck. Yeah, Shane is a terrible person, is he? He's a terrible human being, and he needs to die. I'm not usually that type of person, but he needs to die. Um, there was my two favorites were the little guy that they always used to send into the towns because he was fast and really smart, and the kind of redneck one. He does. He does. He's great. Glenn. Glenn is great. Mm-hmm. What was the other one's name? There was Glenn, and then what's the redneck guy? What's his name? He was in other stuff too, but I can't remember what. Daryl. There we go. Yeah, Daryl and Glenn. Those are my two favorites. My taste in men is all over the board. What can I say? Daryl, most definitely though. He's got that serious redneck thing going on. There's a song um, that is sung. Yeah, does he? Lost. What about the Lost cast? Like my favorites? There's a song by Ben Folds, and it was written by the author Nick Hornby. And the lyrics are, I'm a fucking redneck. I live to hang out with the boys, play some hockey, do some fishing, and kill some moose. And it makes me laugh. I don't. Oh, yes, Izzy. And I love it. I'm a sucker for it. No, this is from The Walking Dead. I want an automaton. I would play an automaton if I had one. Eventually, I will put an automaton on the wish list. I just haven't gotten to it yet. And then in our free time, while we're sitting and waiting for things like the roast to cook, we can learn how to play the automaton. I feel of all the instruments, it is the one that I may be able to play. I I do. I really want an automaton. Have you guys have you guys seen the automaton? Izzy, post an automaton video, please. It's the greatest thing stoned in Canada. You're gonna love it. I know. I know. You're in for a real treat. I'm in the same. I know. Me too. I do the I do the same thing, Sky. I'm like, the thing. I know what it's called. It's an automaton. I don't know how that's spelled. Thank you, Izzy. If you guys don't know what an automaton is, you should definitely go watch that. They tied Fear the Walking Dead. What did they tie in? Oh, that would be cool. Nice. Perfect. Thank you, Izzy. That's what I need in my life stones. Right there. This is my instrument of choice. When I was a kid, I wanted to play. That is legit. That is a real instrument. Oh. Does it? Okay, I hadn't heard of it. Um, that is a legit instrument, believe it or not. Gotcha. It's the greatest thing. And guys, if you look at how it's played, what you do to play one, it is so lewd. It's so lewd. It's intense. Yes, Sissy. It's very lewd. It's very lewd. You just have to rub it exactly the right way. Uh-huh. Right, exactly. I feel like at least these are motions I'm familiar with, right? So I should be able to do this. If any instrument works, should be this one. We'll see. We'll see. So that's going to go on the list eventually. We all need more practice, Sky. Even professionals practice, right? I think it's so great. The cat's like, nah, no, we're out. Oh, nice. Okay. Right. Right, Izzy. I'm telling you, it's lewd. Whoever made this instrument. Yeah, yep, yep. But it does. It does have a cute smiley face, Izzy. Yep, Billy's got very hot Tony. Very hot Tonys on very handsome Billy's. I will definitely get a giggle out of it. Apparently, there's so many different types now. Like they have a whole assortment of appearances. So that's actually why I haven't picked one yet because there's a whole bunch. Um, I have to decide what style to go with. Open Set's got an automaton. Very Handsome Billy's got an automaton. I think Kitchen Confidence has an automaton. Maybe they're everywhere nowadays. I want to be a cool kid too. I also like on a legit level. I think having a theremin would be super cool. You have to rub it, squeeze it, pinch it. Yeah, yeah. That's what the cool kids are doing. But for real, I think the theremin is a super, super neat thing. And I could see that being a lot of fun to play. I don't know how well it would necessarily work. Right? Exactly. Okay, cool, thanks. Right. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know, Dan. We don't know anymore. We don't know anymore, but it was fun, whatever it was. Are you feeling any better today, Dan? BT dubs? I hadn't asked. Ah! You did. You probably did. Can't wait for Izzy not to be here to say such things. The thing is, I know that Izzy notices a lot of where I'm lewd, but I actually, I try to slide a lot of it under the radar anyways. Just saying things, but not making a point out of it being a lewd statement. It's more like for my own amusement. Um, so I wonder how much of it even translates. Because I had to learn to amuse myself. Cooking without learning. I don't think I could do it, Sky. I don't think I could. But having children, right? It was kind of a matter of like, how do I get away with saying shit without getting caught that I'm saying shit? And it was a very practiced skill. It would be a short stream. This is true. It'd be too difficult. I try so hard. Sometimes I go into places that are supposed to be family friendly, and I'm like, just be real still and quiet, Misty. If you do say anything, make sure it can be interpreted as not lewd. They can at least believe it is. Because sometimes, right, Stoned? I mostly just enjoy amusing myself. Hello to Germany. How are you today? Chi? Is that what I should call you? Right? Yes, he does. Him and Chef both do it on purpose. Mm-hmm. Good, good. Everybody needs a little sunshine. How was your day so far? Mm, that's early. I think it's like 1 in the morning. I think it's 1 in the morning here. I think. I'm not 100% though. I am on the flip schedule, so I get up in the evening, and we start up the stream. Middle of the night is my midday. Yeah. I'm not on normal people time. Woot woot. 2:19 there. Yeah, exactly. What you making for breakfast? I, it was all based off of the idea that um, calm your milk sex. Beautiful. That sounds lovely. Calm your milk sack? That's great. Yeah, that is a great phrase. I'm very happy with that. What is it usually? I've got to try to remember it. I really want to remember that one. Nah. I don't really go out, honestly. Um, I'm a very busy person. I do I, when I have time to study. Oh, 27 ago. Right, right. I don't know how many of these I'll fill. We'll see how many. Um, the it used to be it used to be that I studied and cooked, and now I stream. Yeah, I've not had time for a lot of studying either, Izzy, unfortunately. I hate it. I need to get a lot more done. I've had no time, um, and no motivation really. Like I study food, food chemistry, recipes, different nutritional values of different types of ingredients, exactly what things do inside the body if you eat them, ways to prepare foods that will bring out the largest nutritional value of that food. Like, I should be doing a shit ton of research right now. It's my job, but I'm not. I should be coming up with new things to be making, figuring out techniques on how to make them. I've not done. I've not done what I need to do. Ish, ish. Yeah. Um, I got a lot more. I got a lot more done before I started streaming. Right? Pretty much. Before I started streaming, I did a lot more experimentation and I did a lot more study. And then once I started streaming, it ate into my time so much that I'm not able to dedicate what I could before. But that's okay. I love streaming. Right. I love streaming. It's really just a matter of discipline. I need to get more disciplined. Thank you. I learned another one today too. Um, Mama's son Cobra, who's 13, used the word annoyment today. And I was like, "Oh my God, I like it. That is like my general state. I'm in a state of annoyment." Um, so there's our new word too. We're learning a couple today.